Okay, so we shouldn't be aggressing like this. You call the easiest rounds are where they're flooding out B and we just have like Giga crosses. When you play like this, you're gonna get traded. You're super one and done-y. Well, me, okay? Fine, they don't clear you and you get an ace, so it doesn't make it good. What the fuck? Oh, you only get 2? Did you know only 420% of the people who watch my videos could actually receive free VOD reviews?
Really?
It's true!
Even me?
Absolutely.
Wow. I'm going to join the Discord to learn how. Then show up to a VOD review stream to get some of that potassium wisdom. No scope, right to my brain.
And that's not all. I'm also offering free Valorant gift cards to anyone who makes successful improvement based on my coaching, made possible by the support of the Generous Knowers Guild on Discord.
So what are you waiting for? Hit us up!
And enjoy the video. Sips tea. Oh, homie's down bad. Jet Pearl. I don't think we have Sips tea notes. Oh, we do. We do have Sips tea notes. Oh my goodness. Sir, you climbed from Ascendant to Immortal on Woohoojin's dime? Let's go. Okay, less solo aggression and +2s, more explosive aggression with initiator utility. Ooh, I want to see the CEO of Angle Clearing log on for the next VOD review session. Okay.
Phoenix on me. Miraos uno.
God, our Gecko is suicidal for this
Bro,
shit.
why you holding the same spot on me, bro?
No, no, you're literally playing with the guy. But you're actually just playing with him. No, what? One sec. I've got a list, okay? And that list is people who I won't VOD review. ILLU, pull this up. Private? ILLU 4662. Write that down.
Es aquí.
Okay. I mean, it's your eco, so I'm going to forgive you this time. But last time, if this is a pattern, like we're pushing out into mid, this is bad. On Pearl, generally speaking, it's kind of like Split. But on Split, it makes more sense to your Immortal brain because Split's been out longer, okay? But we're going to shortcut that process by me just telling you. So on Split, it's not the best to push out this way because there's this threat and there's this threat. And that's a no-no because those are like really far apart from one another. And so you rarely push out mid unless you've got tons of info or you're on eco. On Pearl, you rarely push out mid because there's this threat, and that's a no-no because they're really far apart from one another. So it's just like Split, okay? So just like Split, what's important is that you try to control the mid like rotation sort of, but this actually does belong to the attack, but you've got this little shortcut, so it's fine. If you molly one and push the other, it's really not worth. Like, let's say you do that, okay, and now you're here, okay? Now the enemies could be here and they could be here. Like, what are you doing, man? Like, you're getting yourself surrounded. It's only good on eco round when you just need to be crazy.
Spike down.
That Neon has the bomb. Bought a bulldog.
B.
No tenemos que matar.
What the?
No muera, Viper, vente, bro. Vente, brother.
Bueno, viene a por mí, la verdad.
We have targets. Last player standing.
78, Phoenix.
We have targets.
No estoy en...
Vente, brother.
Tough.
La guarda. Con la guarda.
Oh, chat. Monka S. Monka S. Everyone sit up. Everyone sit up. It's time.
40.
Jugamos juntos, da
Está
igual.
agachándose, supongo.
No, no, jugamos juntos.
One enemy remaining.
That was good. We had Deadeye with
No,
us.
info, Está aquí, creo. No info.
This one you're kind of lonely. This one you're kind of lonely. Deadlock, whatever.
Está aquí, creo.
This one you're kind of lonely. I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't aggression though. He's just holding. Agree to disagree. This is why I struggle to verbalize concepts to bronze players. When I tell bronze players to play aggressively, they hear push. And then I show them me playing in a bronze lobby aggressively, and they go, whoa, Hooj, you're just like standing there sometimes. I'm like, yeah, I'm contesting the space aggressively. I can't do more because I'll die. There's a difference between dumb aggression and smart aggression. Does that make sense? I think pushing is very clearly aggression, but I think it's also aggressive to hold certain angles because there are way more passive things we can do. It's a scale, right? It's not just like this is aggressive always and this is passive always. It's a scale where like the most passive thing you can do is stand and spawn looking at the wall, and the most aggressive thing you can do is knife out W key up mid with jet dash. Okay, and so that's over here, and there's things all across this list, and I think holding an angle with a highly likelihood of finding a fight falls on this side of the bar if you're holding it in such a way that you're committed to the fight. Okay, so the way we were holding it is that we were wide. Like there's no world. Look, there's no world we can unpeak this fight if they peek. Okay, we're committed. We're super wide. As opposed to a passive way to hold this angle. Let me just grab any old angle. Let's say it's this angle. So we're holding like this, which is aggressive, as opposed to holding like this, which is more passive. So holding an angle isn't necessarily aggressive. It isn't necessarily passive. In fact, this play could still be considered passive. Like it could be here, but I could still call this too aggressive for this scenario. As in, I wish this play was even more passive right now because you're 10 HP. That makes sense? Yeah, this is really good. So the way you beat 5 duelists is just with slow passive play, because 5 duelists can't info starve you. Like if you've seen that Omen Haven VOD review I've done, where I was like, yo, you're facing a really passive team. You should info starve them and pressure them into getting aggressive by like throwing a smoke or gathering some recon. The enemy team can't do shit. They got 5 duelists, the worst role in that game. You just play passive and they have no answer.
Sí, sí, reloading. 30 seconds left. One enemy remaining.
Yeah, this is
Spike down B. Last player standing. One enemy remaining. Spike down B. Last player standing. Hey.
Okay. So your Viper shouldn't peek, but we should be vocal that we got crossed. But whatever. At this point, I need you to see this problem. Because you're so close to playing this like a Radiant, but then you screw it up and you look like a noob. Like no Radiant player would guess that you're Radiant. You know why? It's because you get your off-angle advantage, your crosshair is great, and then you jiggle back and forth. It demonstrates a lack of understanding of when you should be doing this. You should not be jiggling left and right now when you're holding an off-angle advantage. It's not when you do this. Did Jet the on-angle for hulls? No. Jet's expected to be back pillar. So in the off-angle, what you do is you just hold wide. Perfect. You stand still. You take your first shot and then you walk. And at your level, you can try walking in the direction that the Reyna's not looking. So let's say Reyna's gun is pointed here, pillar. Then I would expect you to want to walk right after you take your first shot. And we should expect her to peek looking pillar because that's where you were last seen. So I would mentally already prepare to walk right after I take my first shot on this Reyna. Okay? It's a bit higher level, but something to keep in mind.
No piquéis, esperaos.
Baja en humo. 40 neón.
Oh my god. Dude, say something. Your Viper is ruining your play. Look at the voice tab on the left.
Piquéis, esperaos.
Baja en humo. 40 neón.
You said one thing, and you said it quietly like this. You said, I don't know, but you said, maybe you said orb down. That'd be my guess. You probably said orb down. But bro. Yo, Viper, put the orb down. I've got an op.
Last player standing.
Dude, and now you're... This is so
enemy
bad
remaining.
now.
2 balas.
Blocking sight.
Dude. Okay, so we shouldn't be aggressing like this. We call the easiest rounds are where they're flooding out B and we just have like giga crosses. When you play like this, you're gonna get traded. You're super one and done.
Pero...
Well, me, okay? Fine, they don't clear you and you get an ace, so it doesn't make it good. What the fuck? Oh, you only get 2? Can anyone... I need to know what we're saying pre-round. I need translation for this pre-round right here, if there is any.
Van a venir. Si vienen a tirarles ulti en backside y ya está.
That.
Vamos.
You need to hear it again? Are we good? They're coming A. They come A, throw ulti at them. Okay, okay. I need to hear, yo, they are 5 duelists. Why are we pushing? Okay, okay. The reason why you might push, the reason why you might want to push and take this fight against a normal team is because they have a strong hit. Like they'll drop some giga smokes. They'll have like the God Flash and Raze will like nade dugout and come out. And it's like, well, we can't find a good way to take a fair fight here. And then they get the bomb down and it's 5 versus 5 post plant and we're losing. So we're going to push up and try to pressure that fight on our terms. Okay. But this team is 5 duelists, dude. They can't smoke off secret. They can't smoke off flowers. They don't have smokes. They can't throw a flash way over here because they don't have one. Their only flash is a Phoenix flash, which can come around this meager little corner. Jet smokes. Yeah, exactly. We should be playing passive setups. We should have somebody tucked on the wall right here. Somebody spotting their contact right here. Somebody heckin', like, what util we got? We got so much util, dude. Dude, we could have the Killjoy turret. Watch mid the alarm bot. Watch the doors. Did we just win? Viper wall, contact setup. It should all just be really passive shit. Like super duper 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 giga passive. You've been calling this most of the round. Timestamp, please. And then I need my translators on duty. Because it's possible that you submitted me a 20-60-20 game. If you've been trying to get your team to play passive and they've been pushing into 5 duelists and dying and it's 2-8, go next. Like this VOD's worthless. But it depends if you're actually being appropriately vocal about this or not. This does happen. Some games are unwinnable. And that's why we have a rule where the game has to be close for it to be VOD review. So that we mostly avoid watching quote unquote unwinnable games. Round 7 pre-round. Okay.
Pero no lo entiendo.
Hey, little man, pump us up. Let's hear
Porque
it.
son 5 duelistas y 5 contra 2 entrando, pues la verdad que no tiene mucho sentido. Porque no te están lurkeando medio ninguna ronda ni están haciendo nada, solo están yendo full push.
Ah, yo voy a piquear.
Pues
con otro.
quedamos B y ya está.
Bro, you said 2 words. I swear I saw you light up for 2 words. This is round 6? No, it's not. This is round 7 pre-round. Look what it says right here. Okay, you mean round 8 pre-round.
Si me voy del site estoy muerto, me llevo a uno, ¿qué más quieres?
No, no,
Bueno,
solo
tío,
que,
esto
a
es
ver,
multilteado, no sé.
Tenemos que tener un plan, eso es todo. Así están un poco... Es verdad que esto no es nuestra mitad, pero bueno. Si ahora el segundo que le subimos, pues... Nos volvemos de site.
Será mi
esperamos
culpa.
que pushen, nos quitamos y ya está.
He dejado a 2 a media vida y 1 muerto.
No te estoy culpando, Kilo.
Y ya estás rayadísimo, brother.
You guys catch that? Teammate was malding. You're trying to play retake. Okay, I don't like playing retake though. Retake's no good. I specifically want to hold the sites. I think you do end up... Yeah, like look, watch. This is literally how I wanted you to play. Notice your Viper's committed to holding. She's not playing retake. We're playing really passively. They don't have any info on our formation. And look how free the kills all come. You see?
One enemy remaining. Spike down B.
Like this is an eco. And I'm looking for this type of play style every round against this trash team comp. Because they can't do anything about this. Like, how do they stop you from fighting them from 4 angles? They can't smoke you here. They don't know you're here because they don't have recon. They can't smoke Viper off. They can nade the Viper. Okay. She just peeked. Right?
One enemy.
So holding is giga broken. And then you're doing this shit. You're like pushing up. Your Gecko's pushing up. We're missing the clear path to victory here. And we were only vocal one pre-round. We should be vocal this pre-round. Be like, yo, that worked. We just have to play passively. Let them push into us with cross setups. But then we're pushing up aggressively into 5 duelists. I don't think the CEO of Angle Clearing would round the corner like this. Holy shit, wait, I think I know why I put this in your notes. You're giga lazy. You're like turbo lazy. Look at this. If they were here, you're already flicking away from them. Okay. If there were flowers, this is the shot you have to hit. Okay. If they're secret, you just expose 2 at once, 2 of the threats, and that's the shot you have to hit in worst case. Cleared that one though.
Wingman's gonna plant spike.
Hay uno atrás. Bueno.
Baja el humo, que todos tengo CT.
¿Ayudáis a salir, por favor?
No te pongas en medio.
Oh my god, he's online. Getting solo aggro. I guess it's fine. You're 5v4 at this point.
¿Ayudáis a salir, por
No
favor?
te pongas en medio.
Give me those. Blocking sight.
Yep, you get a gun.
One enemy remaining.
Bueno.
It's honestly a really good round if you just cleared the angles better. No, Evan, he's not solo aggro +2. He's solo aggro +1, okay? Let's be realistic. At this point, it's 5v4. And at this point, he's playing to get a gun.
Give me those. Blocking sight.
Nothing about this screams solo aggro to me. I'm happy with that. I would love this round if you just cleared the angles like a hecking disciplined player.
Throwing net.
Why do I go slow first 5 duels on attack? Because they can't collect info. So what you do is you put up like a B wall. Okay. Arbitrary. I don't know the... Actually, let me draw the right line. Let me make it a bit less arbitrary. It's the eraser. W. I swear they change the hotkeys every heckin' day. Okay. You can put up some Viper wall. I would actually be down to make it even like more passive. Run some eco strat where you put this wall up, you shift up B, you explode, take sight. And now you're living in their heads rent free. You put that wall up in a future round. These dudes are going to burn utility to push through this shit because they can't do anything else. Their Phoenix is going to flash through it randomly, thinking they might be there. They're going to be slower to rotate A off of A noise because they're going to be like, well, the Viper wall's B though, and we don't have info. Maybe you do make A noise and you hit B. These guys can't collect info on you, so they don't know if you're 5 pushing A or if you're 2. Like, they don't know. And right now, you know what they're doing? They're assuming it's 5 every single time. So just prove them wrong. Make it 2. They're all going to rotate A. You take B for free. And now next round, they're going to second guess themselves. And they're going to push up to try and get info. And they're going to die because they can't get info with anything but dry peaks. Because they're 5 duelists.
O sea, intento
Tírame
cuando te das el dentro.
Bro, just like, what are we doing? It's so obviously bad. You're insta dashing off rip against an eco round from 5 duelists. Dude, Sipsty. I know you're like a duelist player, so you don't want to have to think, but come on, Sipsty. What is this? They're 5 duelists on eco. Last time they 5 pushed B. We literally just win the round if you started passively, like on either side, and just listened. And you're like, oh, they're all A. Let's go plant B.
Flasha uno.
Por favor.
I'm pissed.
Bro. What are you doing, Sipsty? What are you doing?
Bueno, flashado uno.
To be honest, you don't be thinking in general. I know. Because these are like the most frequent heckin' lobbies. If you're the one person willing to put in effort and like try to consciously think and shot call the game, this is why I say play like 2 games a day. It's fucking hard to play more than 2 games a day while bringing energy to a team full of lazy ass heckin' Valorant players who don't give a fuck. It's hard work. You shot call all game, you focus up, and what do? You get like a 13-11 with your teammates who are like, okay, nice, we won, and they queue up again. And you're here like, oh my God, I had to pour out blood, sweat, and tears in that game. Sipsy. I can't give this to you. I can't give this to you. What is this VOD? We definitely did not see the CEO of angle clearing. I'm not gonna lie. We sort of saw this, kind of, but you need to time the aggression. Like, more aggression is not the same as me telling you to hold a W. I'm specifically referring to when it is appropriate to get aggressive. I want you to get aggressive with your initiator explosively. So like when the time comes where you've decided it's dashing time, I want you to include your initiator, and I want you to do it on a dime where you're like, okay, we've denied info, time to go. And you do it with initiator util. I don't mean just W key. Is that clear? Or try hard energy. Your comms come off honestly too relaxed. I want to be able to listen to your comms and it be clear that you're the one who's the most try hard in the lobby. Like, I don't need to speak your language to know who's trying the hardest on the team. Does that make sense?